Well, today I am going to be putting a handle on this knife. If I can get things going right. Okay, here we go. Okay, now what I've done up to now, I was doing this, I got chewed out because I should have done it on camera. I took this piece of pecan that had fallen in the yard, and I've had it back there in my smoker. Well, I cut a piece of it and I split it to make handle scales. And I'm going to be attaching these to the buoy. So that's my project today. And it's a long way to go, but we'll get there. Okay. Safety first. Do some sanding and shaping on my handle scales. Hey, Kirsty, how you doing? And I'm not wearing my apron today because I'm not doing any hot work as far as like sparks and fire and stuff. So it helps to plug stuff in. I've been switching stuff around so much. Welcome to the chaos that is my workstation. Okay. All I was doing right there is getting a nice smooth flat surface to go against my blade. Now, the way I split this a while ago, I do not recommend. It would be better with a bandsaw. I do not have a bandsaw, so I used a skill saw. Time to do some sketchy stuff. Anyway, so that's where I was with that. Move stuff around. Now I'm going to mark out where I need to drill my holes. I'm sorry, guys. I have a bad habit of standing in the way. That will not reach through. So, now you want to be sure, like I just marked this one for this side. So I'm going to mark this one for this side. You need to be sure and flip your blade over. Well, let's hope I did that right. Tell you what, this cured out pecan is some really hard stuff. Now I know that this is very rudimentary handle making. The thing is, I haven't done a lot of handles. Bob McCabery. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, it would be a lot safer to use a pin, but the pin I have out here wouldn't reach through the hole in the blade. So I just made her work. I need to put a disclaimer on most of my videos. Don't try this at home. Anyway. Right now I'm checking my pins, make sure they're going to line up good. Look at there, guys, a bullseye on the first try. I am so proud. That looks funny, doesn't it? So, what I'm going to do now, pull this back apart. And I have a 5-minute epoxy. Wouldn't that be funny? I'd have to go get a knife to open the epoxy to make my knife. We were talking about being safer, using something to, a pin to mark the drill holes. It would be a lot safer and a lot less hassle with a drill press. But see, I'm just getting started in this whole venture, and use what I have as we go. This poor man forging. I tell you what, how about y'all? The man didn't good. Hi, Todd Saw. Uh, y'all see if you can help me come up with a name for my forge. There's like a guy that I know up in Colorado. He calls his Black Bear Forge. That's what I'm talking about. Just some kind of name like that. And what I'm doing here, put equal parts of hardener and epoxy. Set that down. And we mix this up. Ooh, smells pretty. I'm going to smear it on my handle scales. Got here. The chaos that is my workstation, I tell you. I'm very bad at watching the chat, guys. I get wrapped up in what I'm doing, so just bear with me. Okay, there's the first side. Who's Georgie? Yes. It'd be a good name for a forge if my name was George. And here's the other side. Now to give us this 5-minute epoxy, it's got to set for 5 minutes. I'm going to clamp it down. Okay, I'll let that set a little bit before I mess with it anymore. My clamp is not cooperating. There. Oh, hush. So, what's up, Graciela? I'm sorry you're in pain. Let's get this up a little bit so I can see. Two a.m. Man, you are dedicated. Hello, Chris. Hillbilly's Home Forge. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. My bad. I'm not really doing anything important right now. I'm waiting on my epoxy and buffing some rust off my knife blade. I see my pocket knife here. It is a really old case, and it's not made out of stainless steel like most knives you buy in stores these days. This is out of high carbon steel like I'm using. So you have to do upkeep on it. You have to keep it buffed and oiled, and or it will oxidize or rust. Producer Amanda here. Got told. Okay, and I had to watch which pocket I put it in because as you can see, my pants are not in really good shape. Work pants. So I have about another 3 minutes on my epoxy. Show you something else I was working on earlier. I gave it a trial run for making handle scales out of my rough pecan with my dagger. So I'll be working on that later today. I would work on it right now, but I really need my clamps. I only have a couple. So I'll pry that back apart, put epoxy on it, pin it back down, and then start buffing off. Now, being a dagger, it really should have a guard up here, but we're not going to worry about that. And like I said, my workstation is chaos. Safety officer. Ah, let me turn this so I can see it. I got a fly buzzing in my ear. Oh, you had some rain? That's good. I wish we would get some. Well, my fat fingers do not want to cooperate with me on this. You know, when we're talking about the equipment to deal with the fires, when we were in Colorado, they're really bad with wildfires up there, as you can imagine. They developed a 747 as a firefighting airplane, and they were having trouble getting it cleared by the FCC or FA, the flight inspectors, you know, to use in the United States. Well, while they were waiting on that, they had some fires break out in Israel. This is several years ago. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Real bad fires in Israel. Well, they flew it over there and used it. And it worked so well, they brought it back. I was like, okay, you know, proof was in the pudding. But can you imagine a 747, how much water that could haul to drop on fires? And like I said, there's some pretty bad fires have been happening here in Oklahoma. And a lot of the counties are still not under burn bans or anything like that. And there's some people upset about it. And that's the main reason that I am not doing any kind of hot work today. We are not under a burn ban, but no sense tempting fate, right? Okay. It's been 5 minutes. Oh, crap. So, break out the power tools. Plug your power tools in, you dingbat. Okay. Again, safety first. I have flies that are irritating me. Wow, you're a firefighter. That's awesome. Okay, I just thought of something, guys. I want to say something. I've been aggravated by this fly. I've been talking about this fly buzzing around and irritating me while I'm out here working. I just wanted to share something on, if any of you are familiar with Norse mythology, when the dwarves were making Mjolnir, which is Thor's hammer, the most famous weapon in Norse mythology, Loki turned himself into a fly and was irritating the dwarf making the hammer so he would mess it up. And he ended up biting him like between the eyes or something. And that's why Mjolnir had a short handle, because he was being aggravated by a fly. So this is historic. Identify as a Viking. You're so weird. This is not a loose shirt. I'm a fat boy. Guys, some of my safety practices aren't up to par. You have to just bear with me. I've always been a kind of fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy. The Bowie knife. I'm thinking I might put a new belt on here for some fresh grit. I mean, this is not used up by any means, but I've got a lot of wood to remove. So, there we go. Swap this out. Get another 80 grit, which is really coarse. I need to order some more of these belts. I love them. Now, I'm sure I don't need the diamond belts for the woodworking. I have some other belts for that, but I'm just saying the diamond belts for the metal. Way to go. I have some other belts out there at my forge, but I do not want to walk out there and get them. They're the regular, I can't remember what they're, the regular sanding belts. Oh, yeah. Okay, what I'm doing now is I was just looking at the chat for a second. I'm gonna switch to a finer belt, do some polishing up. I was right. Using that newer belt with thicker grit really helped that stock removal.
Hey, you probably need to like take some time and like blow out that. Look at you've got sawdust. Like,
I
your
like
motor and stuff like that.
I like the sawdust.
No, I know, but like you want your sander doohickey to last, right? You know, like that sawdust went everywhere. Yeah. You want me to bring you a dustpan and
That little hand broom.
Yeah, where? Give me a hint. Okay, whatever. I'll look around.
That fly.
Take care of your weapons of war. Here.
I don't need the dustpan. I mean,
okay.
Goodness, it's sawdust.
Well, you know, I was trying to
Clean up your stuff, Larry. You're a mess. I wish y'all could hear her criticizing me from inside the house. Air conditioner. Okay. Enough of the girly stuff. Let's get back to knife making.
I keep hearing that man.
Huh.
I'm just cleaning up here. You can see the air conditioner after you pointed it out.
That's how I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Manly man.
Check that out, guys. Wow, it really stuck. Now later I will get some oil to kind of coat that up. Amanda, come here. Grab it.
Well, it feels pretty good.
Doesn't it?
Are you still going to do a guard?
No.
Yeah.
No, I've got that lip right there that'll keep you from sliding up. To do a guard, you really need to do what they call a through tang, not a full tang.
Right. 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 I was thinking.
What do you think?
I like how you stabbed it. Nice.
So, bleeping awesome, Larry.
It is. Come up close and show them your little nail holes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and
All I used was finishing nails, guys. That's what the pins are.
you shear them off.
Yes, they buff off as you're shaping the wood.
Right.
That's when I was shaping the handle, you can see sparks every now and then.
Because you were trying to trim that down too.
That, and when I'd hit the metal for the pins. That is pecan wood.
Yeah, I told him that
from that tree.
we harvested it this spring when we cut stuff back.
So there we go. The David Bowie knife.
Now my idea for the handle is that we're going to somehow put a lightning bolt on it. And I want the electric eye. Do you know what I'm talking about? Keep your electric eye on me,
that
babe.
sounds like way artistic for me. I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
Something.
But
maybe
there
you
is
could do
a
something on the blade itself.
fully functional, hand forged
Bowie.
leaf spring Bowie knife. So should I keep going and do the dagger, or just go ahead and?
I mean, if you want to, you did an hour.
Well, I don't want to bore people.
Right.
Anyway, there we go, guys. Finished product. And y'all saw it start to finish. So anyway, hey Amanda, look under the TV and bring me that piece of leaf spring.
Great idea, because I can't believe this became that. That's amazing.
Check this out, guys. This became this. And this is the other half of that leaf spring I was using. So this exactly what this blade looked like before I started with it. So that's pretty cool, I think. Anyways, I think it's about it. So I'm going to work on my dagger, and rather than bore everybody. We'll just call it a day. How's that? Have a good one, guys. Thanks for coming up.